Kill la Kill, Episode 1, viewer comments. Okay, wait a minute. It's black, it's not red, it's not giant, and it's both sides. But anyway, okay, a girl running around with a giant red scissor. It starts off. People are loving this. Okay, this, in the responses of this first episode are great. And if anything, they need to stretch it out a little bit, specifically the comedy parts, because some things are getting missed until they're watched like a second or third time. But this series is getting watched a second or third time, and that's my question to anybody who wants to respond. Is this something that you watched more than once? This to me isn't going to be the greatest thing in anime ever, and it doesn't pretend to be. But it's a fun ride, and I'm loving every minute of it. So far, that's a lot to say about one episode, but I want to see where this thing goes. And like I said, the response has been fantastic. Janice Cloud, which I believe you've already changed back to Janice Sorf, unless you're not the real Janice Cloud. We'll see. All right. Janice Cloud, Janice Sorf. Nice, it looks interesting. I watched it last night. Let's hope it gets better. I loved it. I wish you would expand a little bit more on it, but that's cool. We got more series in here. Really start getting, if you don't like it, that's great. I'd want to hear why, though. KX Mixer X. I liked it. It was a bit too chaotic for my taste. It was. I mean, caffeine and sugar is the way you got to go into this thing. It was pretty wild. Wasn't a fan of the excessive fan service, and it felt out of place. I'll keep watching it probably for now. As a fairy tale viewer, I'm used to. I like the way you said that though. By the excessive fan service, I think you're finding a very nice, classy way to say TNA. KX Mixer X continues. And I see that you've broken 1,000 subscribers. I could be wrong about that. Just my guess. Barrier. Congratulations, Rampage. You deserve it. Here's to 1,000 more. Well, I do really appreciate it. And actually, you're one of the people I owe it to. Everyone that makes comments and makes this all available. Now, of course, I want to say this real quickly in a very humble way. I'm also, I also crossed 1,000. Okay, I think I'm at 1,004 now. But it took me 426 video uploads. So, yeah, that's like 2 point something new viewers per video. So this is not exactly a flash in the pan. It's taken me, a couple of years. so yeah, I'm there. I'm very happy with it. But yeah, this didn't just happen. So yeah. But anyway, I really do appreciate it. And it's kind of sad because the main thing that I do, of course, now this is a different anime, is Naruto. Once Naruto's gone, then the majority of my subscribers are gone too. And yeah. All right, moving on. Appreciate your comments. NW Order for Life has got a couple of comments. And let's see. So glad that you liked it, Steve. Mind if I call you Steve? No, Steve is fine. Steve, Steven, Rampage, it's all cool. It's easier than your username. Yeah, Steve's fine. The action in this show is certainly great, but the comedy is awesome as well. Like how the little kid attacking the main girl had a chainsaw. And I love the over the top part of this whole thing. And then we have this dark, twisted world where might makes right, and I believe it's a reality where Hitler won or something. The school is run by a psycho student council. Students are rewarded for evil actions. They did start off with it's a dense thing. This was something that it was a series called Seinfeld. They said the writing was dense. There's a lot going on in this thing, even though it's not really that serious. It's all over the top fun, but there's a lot like little jokes within jokes. There's a lot of stuff within stuff. So yeah, it's a fun ride, and I really do appreciate you turning me on to this. It's so fun. It's so fun. One episode, we'll see what happens, and then you continue on. NW Order for Life continues on. Also, looks like the main girl gets stronger every time she defeats a student. Their Goku uniforms gets absorbed in her sailor uniform or something. Yellow. It is funny, isn't it? It's hilarious. And then, so it's just going to be great series for finding crazy club members with special power-ups to get the student council president with lots of comedy sprinkled in. just to let you know, this show is from the creators of, and I've had a lot of people tell me this, people, watching the reviews, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, which is hailed as one of the best animes by many. You might want to check it out check it out as well. I might. I'm assuming that this is just on video. I'm assuming. I really I'm completely ignorant of it. I guess I should go look it up. But I'm assuming this isn't like a manga that goes on, or if it was even manga. But anyway, I'll find out. Really do appreciate. Okay, and KX Mixer X. I've yet to watch TTGL. I got to get on that now that it's on Crunchyroll. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to take a look myself. Absolutely. So, but this is fun. I really do appreciate it, and everybody else that's getting turned on it too. But it is going pretty popular. Okay, and G Gorsi, yes, it's interesting. GTR Master 2000. Am I the only one who's getting tired of every female character being half naked all the time? Yes, you are the only person. No, I'm a Fairy Tail fan, so this is like every second or third episode. This conversation. As a matter of fact, it just came up in my viewer comments this week. Things went over the top. There's a point to where it's nice. Look, it's nice to see the female form, the human form. It's interesting. It's nice, but there are excesses. The reason that in this particular series, really don't mind it is because it's so cartoony. Okay, the way everyone looks. It just isn't serious. I mean, I could be honest with you. They could have everyone running around nude, and it's so cartoony it doesn't really look human at all to me. So, like I said, this series in particular doesn't bother me. But I think mainly they do that for the humor. The kids going, "Oh, I like the view." So I think it's just the humor in there, whether it's appropriate or not. I think that's just mainly the purpose. And but let's see. All right. And so you got a couple more comments. Really do appreciate your comment. And that's a topic that keeps coming back up. Neo Snipe, for the first episode, this was so awesome. Yes, it was. And the pacing was so fast, but I didn't mind to watch this episode 3 times already. That's a big feedback that I'm getting. People are watching this multiple times because there's so many stuff within, like say jokes within jokes and things within that you kind of you're gonna miss a certain portion of it just watching it once, unless you're really, really extraordinarily good at picking this stuff up. Action and anime and humor, 10 for 10. Can't wait for the next episode. I don't rate stuff because I don't. For me, let me put it this way: a 10. Let's say that I said this was a 10 for 10. Okay, and I said that Naruto. There's an episode out of all of them that I've watched that was a 10 for 10, and that there was a Fairy Tail episode that was a 10 for 10, and then there was. That isn't what. That doesn't. I mean, for me, it just doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. I mean, thumbs up or thumbs down means more to me. I have an issue with the numbers. I don't know. They don't really, and then I don't know. Anyway, there's a whole issue. I mean, for me, I kind of got turned off on it with movies, kind of that way, because you're like, well, it's this 3 jalapenos, okay. It doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, that's why I just don't even bother. It's too confusing. But anyway, that's cool. If it's a 10 for 10 for you, that's pretty freaking awesome, right? Awesome. Really do appreciate it, Snipe. Okay, and the last comment. Life in the Boat. Rampage talking about an anime episode. That is really rare. This must be worth watching out then. I'll watch it in the next few days. I get this feedback every once in a while from Naruto, because I don't watch the Naruto anime episodes, that people think that I only like manga and I don't like anime. And the only people that seem to know that this is not true are the very small number of people that also watch Fairy Tail, which know that in Fairy Tail actually much prefer the anime over the manga. I don't prefer one over the other. There are reasons. Real quick here, the anime in Fairy Tail, the series is really created to be anime, and the jokes work much better in the anime, and the action and everything works. Everything works much better in the anime than they do in the manga. In Naruto, the manga is so far superior. I mean, sometimes it gets cluttered with scenes, okay, as far as the story and everything else, and the jokes are not really, I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you. I've maybe laughed 5 times, maybe a little more, but I've probably only laughed 5 or 7 times at a joke in Naruto, probably all 600. So I mean, it's just, for me, the humor is just really not there. Okay, so that you don't need the anime for that. And the anime, for whatever reason in Naruto, it's uneven. I can go from scene to scene, and it's like different people are doing it. It's on a different level. I don't understand why Naruto, like one of the top animes ever, it's just, it goes to the pits, you know, watching stuff. And also, I think it's really hard to translate, to convert it in, because it's designed really to be a manga and not easily transferable anime. So I have nothing against anime, the video. I'm actually fine with it. Okay, it's just the Naruto is all about the. But anyway, I think you get the idea. Okay, this probably went a little long, but that's cool. We got some questions and some answers. But I mean, the feedback is so awesome. I mean, let's just be honest with you. Sometimes, most times when you try something new, it doesn't work out that great. This is one of those times where it's worked out awesome, and it doesn't look like they've burned up, you know, so to speak, shot their whatever all in one shot here. It looks like this could easily keep going. Okay, they can keep throwing gags in. The story will kind of progress, and we'll kind of laugh and snicker as we go along. All right, episode 1 done. Anybody could be an anime fan. You can always subscribe, you can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.